Yeah, so welcome back to this tutorial. So what I'm going to do now is just to show how you can add the different labels to this GCP point that we've created. So if you see very well, these are the features, these are the attributable table of the GCP. You can see of the GCP tutorials. You can see if you click on one of it and then you zoom to it. So this is number one. So you can see what they all have in common is they all have unique IDs. So if you go to number 44 and then you say zoom to number 44, it's going to be the last one here. So we can leverage that in just in naming our GCP. But to do that, what we have to do is to first of all we need to clear everything first, and then we have to go to we have to come to map. Okay, so there should be like a feed icon. So let me cancel this, cancel this. Okay, so let's go again. You come here, attributable tables. I do not know why this is grayed out, but it's meant to show so we can add. Okay, so we can come to the field and we can say vid field. So typically it's not meant to gray out, but you can just click on the hamburger icon and then you can click on the field. So it's going to give you the different fields we have. So for you to create a new field, we just click, right? So let's say you want to call it labels. So it's going to be labels. And because it is text, so you just come to this data type and select on text. You necessarily don't have to select on the limit of the length of the word, but if you want to, you can as well do that. But once you're done, it is very important to save. So you can delete this one. But then when we are done, we are to save. Okay, I think I know why this is not working. So first of all, we're gonna discard it. So it's because I have not yet saved the adjustment I've made to the GCP. So I have to come to the edit part and I click on save. So this is very, very important. You have to save. Like I said, you really have to save. So you can see now that the hard icon is back for the GCP tutorial. So we just click on the hard, um, and then we can call this label, and then we call this text. We do not need the word length. So you can see the save icon is back. So we just click on save. Okay. Now at this point, currently they are all null because we had not actually put any text to it. So this is the map that we are working on. You can see that we have the GCP point, and at the same time you can remove the line, the supporting line just for you because you do not need that anymore. Now you can see that they are all null. There are different ways by which you can actually write this out. So I would just like to go to the one I did before. I'll go to the attribute table tables. So there are ways you can do it. Okay, so you can come here, and then what you're gonna do for the labeling is to go to calculate. So when you come to the calculate field, right, you can see that you're working with a GCP tutorial, but you want to work on the label field, right? Let's say, for example, you want to use the expression of you can say this is going to be GCP um, plus, let's say the object ID. Let's see how that works. I need to confirm because it's more like it's a way so that we can just have, say, GCP. You can have like an underscore, but then I think it's important to put it in, right, to put it in so we can say we have this GCP and the object ID. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so it says we have an error. Um, let's see. Okay, so I think the mistake is me just putting it. I think I just have to have it like this, and then it should work. Right. So you can see that works now, but again, you can see that the plus sign is there, which is not needed. You can just click on this and then you're good. All right. So that is how you can, automatically just label it. Another thing you can do is to just, go to any of this one, you zoom to it, and then you can literally just change it by yourself. You can call it testing GCP. So that will definitely stand and hold, but just know you have to save after that. So that is essentially how you're gonna do that. I would like to that back to GCP of 4. So I'm just gonna say GCP of 4. Okay, I think I put dollar sign. So it's gonna be GCP of 4. And yeah, and that is back. So you can do it automatically or you can just, use different method. But we are leveraging on the automatic because of the object ID. So lastly now what you want to do is just to label the recipe you've done. So for you to do that, first of all, you have to like click on this. Okay, let me save this that I've done because it's very important. You can actually just close all these ones. It's not needed anymore. So right now, you can also clear this selection that you have done. So it's not just working on one of them. So we're gonna click on this JCP point and then you come to labeling. Now, labeling is very easy to do. All you have to just do is click on the field icon and just click on label. So once you do that, it's expected to show you the labels. Okay. Okay, so it's not showing because this is grayed out. So you have to like click on this label and you can see all the labels are out. You can see that. This is not needed, so I have to remove the support line. So that is that for that. The same way we used in changing the font color and the size, we can as well do the same for the text. So what we're gonna do when it comes to text is actually just come here. Um, you see, we can click on this arrow icon if you want to do more, and then you can say if you want bigger font size, you can say 14. Um, if you want a different color, you can put another color. Let's say you want to make it lemon, and then you want to increase the outline color of the blackness. You can see that as you're doing all this, it changes in this space. So you can just click on apply. Um, or you can even use some sort of 0.4, just for you to have more green color. Um, yeah, so that is essentially how you can also just, explore other things. You can work with a position, with a class. You can just, play around with different ways for doing that. So that is what I did for just labeling that. So that is the end of the tutorial. Then I will continue on how to set up the layout. Thank you.